Well, good, man. One last question. So, thinking back to your days at the Naval Academy and in the Navy and on a submarine, right? I guess you were a submariner. What were some of the most important lessons you learned, through those experiences that have helped you as an entrepreneur?
Two come immediately to mind. And one is that the tenacity, the message to Garcia, the ability to wake up at 5 a.m. and crank. When I first raised money for Storybox, I remember someone said, like, hey, I like investing in veterans because they will roll their sleeves up and break through walls. And that can certainly be a liability. There's times when I've broken through a wall when there was a perfectly, reasonable window right there I could have gone through. So I've made some stupid mistakes by brute forcing. But I think more than a liability, it's an asset to just know, like, I'll figure it out. I can deal with a lot of ambiguity and I'll make it work. I'll find a way to make it work. That's one. The second though is, I served 5 years. I got out as an O3 as a lieutenant. And I at that point saw a lot of department heads that I liked that were not successful as a department head. And I knew that they were very successful as a junior officer. They were great as an individual contributor, but they couldn't, at least when I was interacting with them, they weren't at a stage where they could shift gears to say, I can't, what got me here won't get me to the next level. I can't do everything. I have to be a manager now. I have to delegate. I have to oversee, which is a completely different skill set. And I think of that all the time. I think of that of like, do I have the skill set? Like, I fully expect that if Captivate continues to grow, I'm not the CEO. I'm not an optimizer. I'm not a great manager. And it's like the constant question for me at every stage will be, is this serve me and my company in the world for me to grow into this next level? Or do I need to say, like, hey, this is my lane. I'm going to stay there and let someone else do it. And I think about that all the time from those department heads where, they kind of grew out of their zone of genius and weren't able to switch gears. Fortunately for me, unlike in the military, I don't necessarily have to evolve to that next level. I can stay in this capacity and choose someone to take over as that CEO role at some point.